So we're all familiar with the scene in Return of the Jedi where Leia enters Jabba's palace with Chewie disguised as Boushh in an attempt to save Han. But have you ever wondered what happened leading up to this event? How did this plan even come about, and why was Leia so confident she would be able to pull this off? In the Age of Rebellion Princess Leia comic, it explains just that. We open with the Falcon blasting through hyperspace as Leia prepares her weapons for the rescue of Han. Just then, Leia gets a call. "Leia, it's Evan. Sorry to bust in like this, but Command has new coordinates for you." "What are you talking about? We're heading to Tatooine." "I know, but we got a call. Arcanist bounty hunters shut down one of our ships, and they're about to catch Lando." On the planet Arcanist, Lando is busy narrowly dodging blaster bolts from the approaching bounty hunters. "Lando, it's Leia. We're coming to your rescue. Head west down through the trees." Once Lando arrived to the place Leia directed, he was stunned to see who he believed was Bossk standing above him. Lando reached for his gun, but Leia kicked it away as Lando fell to the ground. "It's good to see you again. I didn't realize you were such an accomplished hand-to-hand fighter." Leia then removed Bossch's helmet. "Well, you'll learn a lot of things as Princess of Alderaan." Leia was certainly the last person Lando assumed he would be seeing wearing that armor. She explained to Lando that she defeated Bossk back on Ord Mantell and she took his armor. "I figured I'd need a disguise if I was going to save Han from Jabba's palace," she said. "Come on, we gotta get to Tatooine." Just then, Leia and Lando heard a very familiar cry coming from across the trees. They arrived to find Chewie helplessly slumped in the arms of none other than Bossk's men. "Drinks on me, boys," Bossk said. Leia knew her disguise was the best plan they had for getting Chewie back alive. "If I can't fool them, then I won't be able to fool Jabba and save Han." Leia entered the cantina as Chewie laid helplessly on the floor at Bossk's feet. "Nice score, Bossk," she said, "but I thought you were hunting Calrissian." We'll get him later. In the meantime, Jabba's offering plenty for this Wookiee." "Ah, I'll see you on Tatooine then," Leia said as she walked away. Bossk is shocked by her response. What is he planning and why is he going to Tatooine? "Find out what he's up to," Bossk ordered his men. Later that day, the men approached Lando, sitting by a fire, talking to who they believed was Bossch. Bossk's men pelted the decoy with blaster fire, only to realize that it was a setup. Leia jumped from the shadows and stunned them to the ground. Just then, Bossk jumped from the sky. "Nobody steals my bounty," he screamed as he fired away. Leia and Lando quickly took shelter as Leia devised a plan. She blasted the surrounding terrain around Bossk, sending an avalanche of rocks his way. "Tell you what," Leia said, "I'll swap your boys here for the Wookiee in that holding cell." Before Leia could finish her thought, Bossk's men leaped back awake and tried to surprise attack Leia. She made quick work of them as Bossk made his way out of the rubble. She knew with Lando presumed dead, it would de-escalate the situation to an extent where Bossk would have no option but to surrender. So she pulled out her blaster and fired. "Now look what you made me do," she said. As the bounty hunters flew away, Lando made his way back to the group. "Your shot was almost too convincing, Princess," Lando exclaimed. "If that's what it takes to save Han, I'd be even more convincing than that," Leia said as Chewie laughed. "I'm not sure she's kidding," Lando said, "but I kinda like it. You better watch out for this one. She might have some scoundrel in her after all." And the book ends with the now famous shot of Leia entering Jabba's palace to save her beloved Han. I thought this was awesome. I thought it provided great context to the scene in Jabba's palace, and it also further shows just how much of a badass Leia truly is. It also shows just how deep Leia's love for Han was. She was willing to do whatever it takes to rescue Han. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day or night, and may the Force be with you.